Hello and welcome to How to Be an Icon. I'm Jared Jones and I'm joined by Donna Cameron on an episode for nobody.
Hi. What you can't see is that my lips aren't moving and yet I'm talking.
Oh dear, yes. Before we
Jared, why are we doing this?
Before we get into why we're doing this,
Please.
if you could please give us a follow on your podcast platform of choice, whether you are on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, wherever it is you get it. We are on YouTube as well, and you can follow us on social media, Instagram, How to Be an Icon Podcast. And also, while you're there, you can go over to our Patreon, patreon.com/how to be an icon. You get access to all of our bonus content and where we discuss why are we doing this? I don't know. I don't really understand what we've decided to do here.
Jared had an idea months ago and we're now doing it.
Yeah, I said it in a real passive way, and you were like, well, it's on the spreadsheet now, so we're doing it. So that is...
This is a remarkably well-organized endeavor for two people that I would say are not known for their organizational skills. We have a spreadsheet that we treat like the tablets Moses brought down. Like, it is, once it's on the spreadsheet, we both mutually agree that that's that.
Oh yeah, it's the Rosetta Stone. It really, really is. But yes, today we are going through iconic British puppets. Now, we have a lot of listeners...
Specifically British puppets.
Yes, because we have a lot of listeners who are not from the British Isles, who have said to us on many occasions of you say things and I don't know what you're talking about. So we figured let's do a whole episode of that.
Of things that you can't understand.
And not only that we'd bring someone else into this who would also... who is also just as British as us, even more British, I might say, in that very northern way that he is. Yeah. Love him though we do.
What a treat.
What a treat. Jack Wood. We obviously have to ask what our guest's favourite drink is, because here's the thing. The two things that will make you an icon instantly, number one, unfortunately, is dying. But number two is being a guest on our show. Yes. That does make you an icon. So we find out what Jack Wood's favourite drink is. Before I start doing anything, normally what we do is we find out who our icon's favourite drink is, what their favourite drink is. But obviously, all of our icons this week are made of felt, so not quite ideal for that. But what's your favourite drink so we can...
Ooh, are we talking non-alcoholic or alcoholic?
Either or, whichever floats your boat.
I'm going to throw out there, and as a non-Scottish person, I love Iron Brew.
Iron Brew.
Such a treat. It's such a treat. I'm going to say pre-sugar tax, Iron Brew was cripplingly sugary and delicious and a real treat. And it was one of the things that it's the Friday night can from the corner shop as a kid. That's the drink. That's the drink of choice.
That's the drink of choice. Iron Brew, specifically pre-sugar tax, though. That's the...
Yeah, I think me and Hart and most of Scotland are saying that.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of... that was a big uproar. That's the latest Scottish controversy, I believe. I don't know what else they've been up to, really. But yeah, that's been the big thing. I still drink it post-sugar tax. I'm still loyal.
Yeah, but it's just not quite the same.
I know the glory days are behind us, unfortunately.
In many ways. In many, many ways.
Yeah.
So we're going to jump into it. For some reason...
There's also, the other thing I have to preface this with, it doesn't work if you were born outside the United Kingdom. It also doesn't work if you're under 30.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And even then, some of these are a reach that you might.
Let's not tear apart the format before we've even done it, okay?
This is gonna be great, guys.
Hook and tease. You meant to get the listener involved, and we're like, this is a terrible idea, and I don't know why we're doing it.
Here's the thing: some people love that.
Let's just jump into it. We're gonna start off with our first puppet, Geezer Rat. We're talking about Roland Rat.
I'm looking at a picture of him now, and
he's a proper geezer.
He's bigger than I remember him being.
Yeah, so
he is a bloke.
Yeah, Roland Rat is... Would you be surprised to know that he is a creation of the 1980s? Would that...
No, really?
Yes, a rat that lives beneath King's Cross Railway Station in the Rat Cave.
A bar?
No, that's where he lives. He loves reggae music.
Yeah,
I think he's a fan of Scar. You look at that man with that.
Oh,
you look
he's
at,
skanking.
You look at that rat with that.
Loves madness.
He loves madness. He does wear check trousers quite often.
He enjoys football hooliganism and drinking beers.
Yeah, he appeared in 1985 on children's television. By the way, many of these are from children's television, which I do have to question. Like, what the
children's TV from the 80s is wild.
Yeah. So Roland Rat. He's quite a geezer. All
right, yeah.
You don't really see that much of Roland anymore. He's not kind of like he's sort of gone a little bit in.
Do children not enjoy this rat with a tab on?
Yeah, no one likes skanking rat who looks like a reject from Madness. You know.
Yeah, he looks like he's about to sell me meat out the back of his van.
Oh my god, he really does. You know, he's actually closer to like a Del Boy in real life type situation.
Yeah, he owns an ice cream truck, but it doesn't sell ice cream. And
what does it sell, Donna?
DVDs, very low quality cocaine, and meat from a source that you'll never know.
And he lives in a thing called the Rat Van.
It's got a mattress in the back.
So where do we think we're putting Roland Rat on our list of our tier list
It can't be any higher than a B, because why was that on children's television?
I think B is perfectly acceptable for Geezer Rat, Roland Rat. Next up, we're going to go back another 10 years to the 70s and the kids' TV show Tiz Was. You know, your parents will know it. And we're talking about Spit the Dog. The only thing that I really know Spit the Dog for is an anecdote that I have. So Bob Carroll's, you know, like maybe some other people on this list, was the puppeteer who came along, you know, the double act, you know, Spit the Dog. And what he would do, the dog would spit at people. That was the whole thing. Hence why he's called Spit the Dog.
That's hilarious.
Hock tour and spit on that thing. Hock tour, not
and that
original.
dog God's done you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing. Like the dog, Hock tour girl, crib spits.
Is that what you're going with?
Yeah, because
do you think he ever used the dog in an erotic scenario?
No, God no. And I will, you know,
you'll get onto why.
I'll get onto a little bit about Bob Carroll. So he had a bit of professional jealousy of his dog, Spit the Dog.
I love this.
And you know, he made his many, many millions, I'm sure, from Spit the Dog. And
a couple of hundred.
You know, what all good puppeteers and ventriloquists do with their vast fortune and wealth, as we know, is open a Yankee Candle store in Frodsham. So
Frodsham?
Yes. So he opened a Yankee Candle store, and I know this experience from someone I know. I won't name them. But they went into this Yankee Candle store, and there is a sign and some pictures. Kind of looks a bit like a shrine to Spit the Dog. But it's not that. It's a big thing saying, don't talk to me about Spit the Dog. The dog,
I don't want to hear about it.
A list of questions that are not there. No, the dog is not here. No, you cannot see the dog.
What a bitter man over a dog puppet.
It gets better. So, you know, you're going around the Yankee Candle store, which I think is it's a bit overwhelming as it is anyway. Like, it's quite the sense.
How do they still open? Like, no one is.
The smell is pretty strong.
But when you burn them, nothing.
Yeah. So Bob, he's a hard seller. You know, he sells pretty hard. So you go around the store, and apparently he will quite aggressively grab candles and put them in your face to smell them. So it'll be there like, Yuletide log.
No.
Winter spice. And just thrust them in your face. And it's
Sunset Dreams.
Yeah, and it's like, oh no. So
not only will you not tell me about the dog, which is likely the only reason I came here.
People have apparently been kicked out of the store for asking about the dog.
Wow.
So that
while he's accosting you with gingerbread fantasy.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So that's Spit the Dog and Bob Carroll's. You know, I actually have very little to say about the puppet. It's, you know, less.
It's a dog puppet, and it's delightful.
It's a dog puppet. I'm gonna go C tier. Because Yankee Candle, it's a bit much. You know, for me personally, it's just a bit much.
it's going to have to be C tier, isn't it? Because it is just a dog puppet. At least get the dog puppet out occasionally at the Yankee Candle store.
No, you can't even ask. You can't even ask. So yeah, we're going to go C tier. By the way, if you do want to see our final tier list, you can. It'll be on our Instagram, How to Be an Icon Pod on Instagram. Next up, we're going to hand it over to our special guest, Jack Wood, to talk about a real relic of the 70s.
Oh, boy. They don't make him like that anymore.
They sure don't.
And this is weirdly, it's not nostalgia I have because it's before my time, but I just think from clips and stuff, what you want from a British puppet is pure anarchy. It's Zippy.
Yes.
From Rainbow.
Yes.
Because everyone knows the voice. Like that. It's like, it's a really clever voice. It's a really simple design. And he is like a bit cheeky, a bit like that. And he bounces off the other puppets quite well.
Yeah.
And he's managed to make, in my opinion, the jump to like, you see him like coming up on panel shows and things like that. And he's still funny in an adult context while still being the same character.
Yep.
Like, I think Zippy's really good. And there's something, I think in Manchester, there's a slight bias because there was that for years. Do you remember the Zippy Father Christmas?
Yeah.
On top of the town hall. Mm-hmm. So for people that don't know, there was like a big lighting fixture of Father Christmas, and it just looked like Zippy. It looked like someone had put a beard on Zippy, and I loved it. It was proper Christmassy. And then for the last 5 years, they got rid of it, and everyone was like, "Where's Zippy?" And then this year, Zippy has returned. They've rebuilt Zippy. I might be a new Zippy Santa, but it's like the people have spoken and gone, we want it to look... Because the other one looked like an actual Father Christmas. This one looks shit. So it's really kind of like nice that they've gone, well, people want shit. Let's give them shit.
That's
and
it,
I feel like
know?
That's a nice metaphor. So I feel like Zippy's managed to sort of jump the bounds. And I also remember, and this is another British thing, I think even though it was before my time, I'd say most of my schools, someone had a Zippy pencil case.
Yes.
Big thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was still quite cool.
Yeah.
To have that Zippy pencil. It was retro then. So I think like in terms of being an icon, a status, bit of fun, Zippy's up there.
Yeah. I you know what? I think it's admirable that we were able to make, because like you say, most of our puppets, they're not the best. They're a bit shit. But we managed to make a Zip into a puppet. And I think that's what is it that like necessity is the innovation of whatever, or whatever the thing is, you know?
Yeah.
We made it happen with just a Zip, and we made, you know, like you say, a very 70s character, you know, how he fits in the modern context.
One of the few 70s characters that hasn't had any controversy.
Where do we think we're going to put Zippy then? It's a great design.
Zippy's A tier.
Zippy is definitely A tier.
His voice is great. I love doing his voice.
We'll go Zippy A tier.
My sister had one of those pencil cases, and I tried to message her to see if she still had it. Left me on red.
Wow.
I had no patience for it. She is a woman with a career, and I'm going, so do you have a pencil case that you had 15 years ago still?
With Zippy on it.
Can I have it?
Next up, a classic.
We've got Together as They Always Should Be, because one of them doesn't want to leave the other. It's Keith Harris and Orville the Duck.
Yeah.
I forget that it's Orville the Duck and not just Orville.
Yeah, I just thought it was Orville, to be honest.
Orville is a very large puppet.
It's big, yeah.
It's like the size of a toddler, and it's like a giant green bird with like kind of sad eyes.
Yeah, and it's got like a diaper on as well, a nappy on.
It's mostly known for singing a song about how it wish it could fly.
I wish I could fly.
And maybe worse than Spit the Dog, Keith Harris has very well documented professional jealousy for Orville.
Yep.
I am going to play Jared, and we will include some little clips of it in here. He is in an episode of Louis Theroux with the puppet. And this is like one of the most like frightening things I think I've ever seen. He also definitely tells a lie, and I want you to see if you can spot it.
Have you ever got really angry with Orville?
No.
No. Have you ever attacked Orville?
No.
Never?
Yeah. No, he's not that sort of person, is he? You can't get angry with him.
For some reason,
I'm his dad.
I once heard that when things weren't going well for you, and perhaps when you were drinking, you came off stage and you attacked Orville.
Never ever done
You threw him to the ground and kicked him?
Never ever done anything like that.
Did you ever attack Orville? No, never. I just don't believe that.
Isn't that like so frightening? The thought that he's like, no, I only drink when I'm not in control of the puppet. And you go, you have definitely gotten drunk, had an argument with the puppet in your own voice.
I think it's like that thing of like it gets a little too real, I think.
Yeah, right. And it's also just like looking at Orville's eyes and you go, I hate you. I hate you. It's so dark in there for like that bird. He also has an orangutan puppet called Cuddles.
Awful.
Yeah, it's all very sinister and all very kind of sad.
You know, I think it's difficult when it's like a double act. I think when you get in, you know, Keith Harris and Orville, you know, Bob Carroll is and Spit the dog. Do I think
the man always brings down the puppet?
It really does, you know, because it's like you're getting jealous of this thing that, like, I don't want to spoil the illusion, but it's not real.
It's not real. It's you. You're doing the voice.
But then if anything, I think that makes it more real. I think the fact that the man is there doing it is like, well,
it's so interesting, these like very intense relationships that men build with puppets. You know, because like Jim Henson loves Kermit.
He does, yeah.
Like he clearly like really cares about Kermit as like a thing.
I guess the difference is though is that like Kermit the Frog
was successful.
Well, not even like it was successful because, you know, Keith Harris and Orville, they you know, they're successful. But
briefly.
Well, no, because people...
a lot of his Wikipedia is about how he went bankrupt twice, has had 4 marriages, and a very well-documented drinking problem.
Yes, but again...
For a man who can edit his own Wikipedia, he has not done the job that Walt Disney did.
Well, he's dead, unfortunately, so...
He died in the same hospital I was born in. He died in Blackpool Victoria Hospital.
But, I mean, you know, the Keith Harris and Orville, you know who they are.
Yes.
You know, if you're... like our age or older.
People know who they are.
Yeah, exactly. But
your parents have heard of them.
But the difference is that, you know, Kermit the Frog and Jim Henson changed how television gets made. Keith Harris and Orville
changed nothing.
Like, I'm gonna have to say probably below C tier, but below Spit the Dog. And you know, he didn't open a Yankee Candle store. And maybe that's the...
No, he just opened several bottles.
Next up, a class act, I'm going to say.
Boom, boom.
Basil Brush, a favourite of mine growing up.
You do look like him, and you do dress like him, and you do behave like him.
He's such a smart little... just a joyous little guy, I think.
He's a wisecracking little tit.
Yes. So, Basil Brush... lot of longevity, longer than anyone else on this list, I'm going to say.
I was going to say, he's been around. And he also now does the uni circuit.
Yeah, he is 1962 was his first appearance.
Whoa.
Yeah. So he's got staying power. He's really got like...
he's looking great.
He is looking great. A little bit of work done, you know. That first puppet's like a little mangy, I won't lie. But yeah, he wears a little tweed jacket. He has all these wisecracks. He laughs at his own jokes. He thinks they're hilarious. I think that that's like delightful that you would even have such a, you know...
I'm learning a lot about you and what influences you.
You know, is his catchphrase obnoxious? Yes, it is. You know, saying boom, boom every time you crack a joke. But he has had the staying power. And like you say, he is doing the uni circuit at the moment. He does DJ at a lot of the...
Which is so funny.
Also does the pantomime circuit. He's in pantomime this year.
Aww.
So the other fun thing about, we've spoken a lot about professional jealousy of your puppet. The person who did Basil's original voice made a real thing to be like, I don't want to be seen with Basil at any point because he's the star.
Oh.
Yeah. Basil's the star, not me. Like that's
so sweet.
Yeah.
And that's how you have a normal relationship with the puppet.
Yeah, it was Ivan Owen. He performed it from 1962 all the way up to October 2000.
Whoa.
So a long time.
That's like some of those old Disney voice actors as well. They
Yeah.
just did it like forever.
So I'm gonna say it. I think Basil Brush is S tier, you know?
I think he is as well.
I'm
And
gonna-
it's not just because I'm talking to him right now.
How dare you? I don't find my own jokes that funny.
Yes, you do.
Next up, two absolute the first
National treasures.
treasures.
Step aside, Stephen Fry.
Yeah. It's Sooty and Sweep.
I've gone for Sooty.
Ooh, it's a good one. It's a solid shout for Sooty. I think, great design, real solid, does magic as well, which
Proper simple as well.
Yeah.
I think what was good about Sooty and the reason Sooty got in the top 3 when other puppets didn't manage to, big shout out to I think it was Tiny Tots TV.
Oh,
they were belting.
yes.
Yeah, honorary mention there because they were also kind of confused because I don't know if they were British because they were French.
They were
every now and
French,
again.
yeah.
They'd be like, "Hello, we're going out and we're Tots TV," but then they'd live on it like Rosie and Jim. That was quite British, but again, didn't quite make it because I think Sooty because I had a Sooty and I feel like the Sooty you had as a kid looked exactly the same as the one on the telly, whereas like other like toys you get would, because the quality was so much better with the real one, that it wouldn't look the same. Whereas I think Sooty was literally a panda. It was sort of a orange panda that had a wand.
Yeah.
And it was just a cloth underneath, and you could just sort of you knew you could do it just as well.
Yeah.
And I've just remembered another puppet that should have been in my top 3.
Oh.
And I'm good.
Go on.
To do it. Badger from Bodger and Badger.
I thought that Badger would be your number one. I don't know why. I had it down that Badger was going to be, the love of mashed potato. It was, I think he had some fun outfits as well. Very 90s,
It was very 90s, but also there was a bit of an edge to Bodger. I feel like a dangerous edge.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was nearly like, I think that powdered mash was nearly a metaphor. And I think it was the sign of a man in the throes of addiction.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think it was a dangerous game. I remember being like both in awe of Bodger and afraid of him at the same time. Very much like that combo. And I think that's what you want in a puppet, but he was dangerously British. I just think he didn't have the longevity. I think Sooty's more iconic.
Yeah.
So I kind of think that's why Bodger didn't make it into the top 3. I think Sooty is, everyone knows Sooty.
Yeah.
Even like little kids, they'll recognize Sooty. And also what Sooty has the edge on, if you remember, Sooty had a tiny little caravan.
Oh, he did.
And I was like, as a kid, I was like, that is belting. Like being like, I want to stay in Sooty's caravan. Even as a child, you knew it was too like small for you. But seeing Sooty driving about in that caravan, I still don't know how they did it. So like, there's still a bit of magic to me. Like, did they build it? Was there anything in the caravan? Like, there's still an air of mystery there. And I think that was always made me think about it. And I think it was quite good because it's quite sweet in that all it did was squeak. Which was quite interesting. Again, it takes the sinister down when they don't actually talk.
Yeah.
It's when they start talking, that's the sinister level of the puppet increases. All the rest on my list are fully talking puppets.
Okay.
But Sooty is the only one who didn't talk, just squeaked. And I felt, you know what, Sooty has never been defaced. Sooty's never done like adult TV.
No.
Sooty's pure.
You have a story about Sooty and Sweep.
They were the first celebrities I ever met.
Were you quite starstruck by that?
I was. So I met them at the now defunct British Northwest theme park Camelot.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a Sooty and Sweep show where I think Sue was a princess in a little castle. But it blew my mind
That they would be here.
They were there in person, and I shook Sooty's hand. And somewhere my mum has a photo of me, and I am like open mouth, like in awe. Could not believe I was meeting Sooty and Sweep.
I mean, that is one hell of a...
I had a little bit of like, oh no, I can't speak to them. And my parents like, go talk to the puppet.
Where are we thinking for Sooty and Sweep? Are we...
They're S tier.
They are S tier. I will...
Because... also, you know that they kind of smell good. You know,
they smell like good fabric conditioner, I think.
Right? You just kind of want to like nuzzle your head into Sweeps and just be like...
He makes a little squeaky noise.
He does. He's delightful.
Above Basil?
No, because Basil's still working.
Basil is still working. Sweet and Sweet, not,
He's like Dick Van Dyke. He's never going to stop.
He's never going to stop.
That's my favourite British puppet.
Dick Van Dyke.
That's mean.
Next up, in our trio of Am I Jealous of My Puppet?
Rod Hull was never jealous of Emu.
No.
No, because...
Yeah, it was Rod Hull and Emu.
Yeah, it was Rod Hull and Emu. Emu is, again, big puppet. It is an emu that is kind of made out of rags, and its head and neck is his arm.
Yes. I'm going to say not a politically correct puppet at this point in time.
I was going to get onto this. Rod Hull looks like if Gene Wilder lived in a bin.
Yep.
While he tries to control a bird puppet that will at best give you the mandible claw and at worst sexually assault you.
Yeah, it's a grabby puppet.
This puppet is so Larry.
Oh, it
like snaps at you.
Yep.
It kind of will like emus do, I guess. He's using it as a vehicle to harass people.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That is a grabby puppet. Like, it is.
There's a clip that you can see where he's on Johnny Carson. It's wild because it's Rod Hull and Emu sat next to Richard Pryor. This was Richard Pryor's first TV appearance in like a long time.
There's another one where he's on a show with rapper Coolio. And it's like, it's why this works. That's why we love British puppets, because they really do get about.
Yeah, he's on Johnny Carson. Johnny Carson specifically requests that the bird doesn't attack him. So the bird attacks him.
Of course it does.
He is on an episode with Billy Connolly, and Billy Connolly's like, if that bird comes near me, I'm breaking the bird's neck and your arm. He's like having none of it.
Yep.
At least 2 people have alleged that Rod Hull has sexually assaulted them using Emu as a cover. Darts champion Eric Bristow. Every sentence of this gets more British. He did this interview where he wrote, he used the puppet to feel up women and stick his hands between people's legs. And there's also a chortle interview with a comedy producer being like, look, Rod, you've got your hand up, that emu. It's going up girls' skirts and squeezing their tits. You're gonna get locked up. Like, it's this horrible open secret that he just uses this puppet.
Yeah, well, you see
as a weapon.
You see it on television. It's not like constantly you see it.
Parkinson would refer to it as that bloody bird.
Yep. Rod Hull unfortunately passed away.
I also have the details on this because it's unfortunately, again, so British and shit. March 17th, 1999, he fell off the roof of his bungalow at the halftime during Inter Milan versus Manchester United Champions League match. Trying to fix his TV aerial.
And what a way to go, you know?
It's what the bird would have wanted.
It's what the bird would have wanted.
I think it then later got, like, done by his son, took over, and I think he was a bit less
Larry.
That is absolute relic Emu and Rod Hull.
I think it has to go D tier simply because of the
crimes?
The crime implication that goes along with that, yeah.
His passing was probably at the ideal time because he would be in so much trouble now.
Yeah. It's not great. It's not a good one.
It's really bad.
Yeah, I think we're going to go D tier on that one. But, you know, we're going through some of these, but there's so many to go through. We're going to go for the lightning round.
Oh!
All right, we're going to start off. Thunderbirds.
B, I think they're great and they look like little men.
They are little men. They live on Tracy Island and they have spaceships. They've got a digger. They've got like...
I like the girl one.
Oh, Lady Penelope.
And a pink car.
Oh, and a pink car. Fab one. Yes, milady. Yeah, I'm going to go B tier. Above Roland Rat.
Oh, he's better than Roland Rat.
Definitely they're better than
They're
Roland
military
Rat.
men. They've got little hats and they all look like Russell Crowe in Les Mis.
Yeah, we go. Next up, the spitting image puppets. They're gross.
They're gross, but I'm going to say C tier above Spit and Orville.
I'll go with that. I'll go with that one.
I haven't seen that many of them. Only Andrew Lloyd Webber playing the piano with his nose, and obviously Margaret Thatcher.
Of course, Margaret Thatcher. She was featured on it all the time.
Constantly.
Next up, Tots TV. You never watched Tots TV?
I never watched it as a kid.
I don't know if they're British or if they're French because they speak French. Le sac magique. So I'm probably going to go, just for the fact that they're French.
Are you going to cast them lower because they're foreign, Jared?
Yeah, I am. This is xenophobia right here.
Welcome to the British Puppet Special.
I'm going to go B tier. Below Roll and Rap because they are,
French.
Because they're French. Next up, Seaside Classic, Punch and Judy.
What's funnier than beating your wife with a stick?
Exactly. There's a crocodile there as well.
He's got all the sausages?
He's got all the sausages. Unfortunately, it's going to have to go D tier because that's not funny.
It's not funny.
It's not funny. Next up, a classic from British advertising, the PG Tips Monkey.
Monkey!
Yes.
I almost said with Johnny Cash, it's Johnny Vegas.
Yes, Johnny Vegas.
Such a different advert if it's Johnny Cash drinking tea with that monkey. I can like see it and I love it. We all owned one of these.
We sure did. Everyone had a...
I walk past someone who still has one in their car.
Ah, beautiful.
It's S tier. The ads were great and I love the monkey.
And I love Johnny Cash,
I
hear the train a coming. They're making a brew.
That's better than...
So I'm going to go, that's S tier for... Next up, the awful, disgusting leprechauns from Live and Kicking.
I was going to say D tier, I hated them.
I
would turn them off.
They're loud and obnoxious and...
They've got like rubber faces and they look like they're going to bite.
They do look like they are going to bite. I'm going to go D tier. I will go above... I'll go above Punch and Judy, yeah.
I guess they have to also be D tier because they are like just kind of like a weird stereotype.
Yeah, they are.
As well.
Next up, we've got Bill and Ben, the Flower Pot Men. That's what they used to say. That's all they used to say was,
and they just kind of bimble around. They're delightful. Almost unwatchable now.
Yeah, they just kind of remind me of garden centers, because you'd always see them in garden centers, like, fake ones that people would have. They'd be there along with like the meerkats that you can get in your back garden.
Oh, yeah, because we live in the UK, meerkats.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to go C tier. I'm going to go below Keith Harrison Orville, but yeah.
That's fair, because they're just kind of boring, and at least Keith's going to shout at that puppet.
Exactly. Next up, we've gone for a left field one, Brum. Technically a car, but, I'm going to say, when are we going to talk about charming little car Brum in any other context? I have to shout at my boy Brum from Birmingham. Like, you gotta give
this is
hometown respect for Brum. He's got to be on the list. I'm going to go C tier below Bill and Ben because he is a car.
He is a car, and you only did it so you could shout out Birmingham.
Shout out Birmingham. Next up, we've gone real old school classic television, like from the 1950s, way beyond.
Black and white.
It's in black and white. Muffin the Mule, who is like a classic marionette puppet of a horse.
It's going to be B because I love muffins and I love mules.
Well, there we go. Can't argue with that.
There you go. That's how Of Mice and Men works, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And final one for our lightning round. Rosie and Jim, they lived on a canal boat. They are little ragamuffin. They're quite scraggly looking, I'm going to say. But, I like Rosie and Jim.
I hate Rosie and Jim, but it's such a specific reason.
Go on.
As a very young child, and this is like one of the earliest dreams I can remember having, I had a dream that Jim bit me. And I remember being incredibly upset by this. But as a child trying to explain that to your parent, they're like, all right, weird.
And how did that make you feel?
Really upset. Really upset. To the point that I still remember it as an adult. I want to throw him in the fire.
A tier, everybody!
Hey!
And that's our lightning round!
Woo!
So we have one more, and I'm going to say we've saved the best till last.
Oh, boy.
He's big, he's loud, and he's Larry.
He's coming for you.
He sure is.
So best is a big word.
Yep.
But I think you could correct me if I'm wrong if you even class this as a puppet, but I think it is Mr. Blobby.
Ooh, now that's an interesting one. I think he falls into a certain category, does Mr. Blobby, because he's not quite a puppet but he's also, it's not a man either.
Yeah, but when does the puppet... Because I was thinking about this, because I took this quite seriously. And I was thinking, Big Bird's a puppet, but that's a person
That's
in
true.
a suit. And I was like, well, then I guess if you're going to class Big Bird as a puppet...
No, that's a very good point.
Blobby as a puppet, in that sense, it's sort of created in a different way. I don't know what even fabric Mr. Blobby is made of. In my head, he's lino. Remember that thing that your nan used to have? He looks like he's lino.
He
Come
does.
to life. And I both feared and loved Blobby.
Yes.
Blobby is God in that sense.
Oh,
that
yes.
He's got wrath, and he gives and he takes. But I think what's really interesting is that Blobby obviously started off as a side character, but then had his own. I knew Blobby from VHSs that we rented from the library.
Yep.
So I was like, this man's an icon. He had a series, and I realized I thought it was this really long series that everyone had seen, but it was a series that was clearly just 10-minute episodes of. They let Blobby, one episode he became a monk. Another episode he ran a hotel. And it was very sort of Chuckle Vision-esque. And I was like, this thing can run and run. But clearly they just did one series and went, this is too far.
It's too much.
It is.
The fun thing about Mr. Blobby is that he was designed to be a parody of kids shows. So it was it was on part of Noel's house party. And the whole thing of it was that it was here's this awful, disgusting character that we've called Mr. Blobby, and we're going to trick these celebrities into doing these bits for a kid show. And this awful pink and yellow monstrosity. Kids will hate it. He looks disgusting. Why would anyone go along with this? Yeah, he does.
Ill. That's the whole point. He does look in the kindest way, he looks like an STI.
He does.
It's incredible how disgusting every single bit of him looks.
Yeah.
You've got, his face itself, the nose, the big pig-like nose, the eyes that sort of move in a non-human way, which is always really creepy. The permanent forced smile. Is he the British Joker? Maybe.
He is an agent of chaos. That much we can definitely say for sure.
But he knows his comedy character, and he's utilized very well. And I've always quite enjoyed it. I think what's interesting is every 5 years, Blobby returns in some way, and everyone's, even if you don't understand what Blobby is, he is just. Isn't there the Freud thing, which is the id, the ego? He's just pure he's just pure chaos.
Yes, he is.
That's all it is. He can't. It's screams. He just scream attitude. There's no in between. It's pure raw chaos. It's and there's been 3 different Blobbies apparently, and each one has brought the same energy. It's the suit itself makes you become it, and and I think from terms of British iconness, he's had his own one. He's been through from the 70s. He's popped up on BBC programme, CBBC programme. He's been on Good Morning Britain, that bit where Nigel Farage is sat there and then Blobby just enters and starts kicking the chairs around. Harry Hill's TV burp is one of the most memorable moments when they brought him in for Dot Cotton being like, oh my God, it's you. And Blobby just trashing the thing. I still find that funny.
Yep.
And but I have a very childish sense of humour. So I think that's why if we're going to allow him to be classed as a puppet, he's top puppet.
Do you know
British
what?
Icon.
I hadn't considered him as a puppet, but I think you're right. If we're going off of Big Bird logic on this, which, Big Bird.
What would you call him though? Is he a mascot? He has to be something.
An entity.
I think he has to be yeah, you know what I mean?
An ever-present force in our life.
Yeah, it's strange. And I feel like we haven't had him for a couple of years, and he will return.
Well, he's actually, this is quite funny because I was seeing about this earlier, apropos of nothing. He's gotten into professional wrestling. There is a wrestling promotion in the UK that run a Christmas event, and Blobby will come every single time and have a match. And
What is that one called?
Riot
What is it
Cabaret.
called? I know the person who runs that.
Yeah.
They've told me about this. They've had like mad people doing wrestling.
Yes.
And they say Blobby's the best one.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
The person who plays Blobby is sort of like nearly already trained to fall properly.
Yes. Well, you have to be.
Yeah, you have to teach everyone else how to do it. But essentially, it's a padded suit, which is also helps.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I think. That's what we know. I mean, how easily utilized is it? And what I love is it's so British because no other country would understand it.
Oh, no.
No one. You cannot explain it. It's literally like an alien. If someone landed, you can explain most other things, British things. We know, we like tea and all that, blah.
Yeah.
You cannot explain. You have to be part of the culture to grasp Blobby.
Yeah.
I think it's genius.
No, I agree. I think that's a solid shout. Again, an unexpected one, but definitely a fair one, I would say.
My friend's first crush was Mr. Blobby.
Okay, go on.
Yeah. Well,
that's it,
really. And now only dated bald men. No, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, but I think, could he be sexualized? Is that part of it?
I mean, he's got a wife and kids. You know
what?
Did you know? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my.
We've
just forgotten that he had a theme park.
He had a theme park. He had
his own theme park.
Yeah, Blobbyland. Yeah, Blobbyland.
And I saw footage of it not that long ago.
And it's all overgrown and creepy and
it's disgusting.
Yeah.
But it's the creepiest thing ever because it's just his face coming out of brambles. And like what I love is that no one's gone, right, we can turn this around. They've let Blobby rot. And it's just incredible.
And he had a #1 Christmas song as well as the other thing.
Oh my god, it is a banger.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You're everyone's. You're a great radio presenter. You're the favorite radio presenter of everyone's favorite radio presenter. Is what?
Hire me. Yeah, it's so stupid. The Blobby stuff.
Yeah.
Which is like, see, I was thinking about this and like, can we find out who Blobby kept off #1? Because that is the best insult ever. Mr. Blobby, #1 Christmas.
Oh man,
charts, because I think we need to know.
We do.
It's gonna because I just want to know. So it was 1993.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see, 1993 Christmas charts. 1993 Christmas UK.
Oh man, if you're #2 to Blobby, that's gonna.
Yeah, well, it would have been a genuine thing. 1993 official charts on the 19th of the 12th, 1993.
Yeah, that'd be Christmas.
Okay, official charts one. Yeah. Oh my god, it was Take That, Babe. That's mad. Oh my god. So Meatloaf was in at I mean, to be fair, I'm not going to lie to you. I think it's not a great music year.
93.
No. I mean, The Power of Love, Frankie Goes to Hollywood was #10 at this point.
Oh,
which
okay.
is a banger.
Yeah.
True Love, Elton John and Kiki D, which is a nice little duet.
Mm-hmm.
Bat Out of Hell, Meatloaf, beaten by Blobby. The Perfect Year, Dinah Carroll, beaten by Blobby. Another Meatloaf, I'd Do Anything for Love, Belter, beaten by Blobby. E17, It's All Right, Not All Right Enough, beaten by Blobby. For Whom the Bell Tolls, The Bee Gees, beaten by Blobby. Twist and Shout featuring Jack Radix and the Taxi Gang, Don't Give a Crap, beaten by Blobby. And Take That, beaten by Blobby. I just think I think that's it. Like, you know what I mean? The people have spoken.
The people have spoken. More iconic than Gary Barlow, Mr. Blobby. It's official.
Exactly. And do you know what? Blobby pays his taxes, I bet. Actually, I bet.
Well, thank you very much for this. It's been absolutely wonderful. Have you got anything?
Thanks for having me. And nice to see you again.
Yes, very nice to see you again too. Have you got anything you'd like to promote? Anything that you want to, put out there?
Ooh,
anything you got going on?
Best to say my socials. Follow my socials, Jack and Wood on everything. I usually post what I'm up to there. That's probably the best thing. I also have my own podcast, which won't be out. We're having a break till January, and it's changing its name. And I don't know what it's called yet. But again, follow Jack and Wood, and because we changed it around, it's going to be good fun. It used to be called Ticket Stubs. All the old episodes are still available. Love to check you out. And I'd love for you to check it out. I don't want to check you out. Sorry, listener. I think you. Do you know what? You probably look great.
Thank you very, very much. I really, really appreciate it. And you are absolutely fabulous. So thank you so much for doing this.
Cheers, mate. Oh,
Cheers.
it's lovely. That was a lot of fun.
I'm going to say S tier for Blobby.
Oh.
S tier.
If we could get higher than S tier, we would.
Then we would.
But-
And S tier for Blobby.
If he broke into your house, you would have
Oh my
an
gosh.
actual meltdown.
There's a lot going on there with Blobby.
They'd be so frightening.
so
Be like,
fun.
ah!
But yeah, that concludes our best episode ever, question mark?
Yeah, until we do our 8-part episode on Only Fools and Horses.
Oh, absolutely. I cannot wait for it. Thank you very much to Mr. Jack Wood. And you can also get on his podcast, which we'll put all the links down below to all of the socials, podcast, everything like that. Next week, we have our Christmas special.
Ooh.
Yes, it's going to be coming out on Christmas Day. So you can, once you have fallen out with your family, you can listen to us and fall out with us. We've had a real silly one, But yes, if you haven't already as well, give us a follow on your podcast platform of choice. We are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever it is you get fine audio medium content. You can also listen to the full interview with Jack Wood on our Patreon, patreon.com/howtobeanicon. And the week after that, we will be having our best of all of our best bits and some bits that you haven't heard yet.
Too hot for television.
Television.
I didn't know if you were going to say TV or television.
You want to go with that one again?
Too hot for television.
Damn it.
Right, which one are we saying?
We're going to say TV.
TV, okay.
Sure.
Too hot for
television. Too hot for TV.
You're a git.
But yes, that'll be coming out on New Year's Eve, I believe. So that'll be then. But yes, thank you very much for listening.
You're welcome.
And puppet home safe, everybody.
Be careful fixing the antenna on your roof.
Yeah. Oh, that's too hot.
That's the
too hot for
lesson we
television.
can learn.
Yeah. Oh, how to be an icon on this puppet special. Don't fix your TV aerial.
And don't get mad at the puppet.